Welcome back guys, and this week it is finally time, after all of this work on the mini expedition camper build, to finally test out sleeping in the tent. This could be interesting, but unfortunately we're in a little bit of a rush because the sun is closing in on us very quickly. It is now autumn, so let's get ourselves set up.
Just to point out, we're camping in this tent. It's now officially October. Our van is about 5 miles in that direction with a beautiful diesel heater in it. And we're about to sleep in a tent.
Haven't we made it, my love? Oh, honey, look how we made it this far. Hasn't the pace been alarming, honey? But take a look at where we are. Haven't we made it, my love? Oh, honey, look how we made it this far. Hasn't the pace been alarming, honey? But take a look at where we are. Isn't the day so exciting, oh, honey? When I wake up, I'm feeling brand new.
So, we've now got it all set up, but as you can see behind me, and to be honest, now that we're used to it, it's really not that painful to do. It is literally 2 minutes. We did though have someone drive or ride past on a push bike and take photos of us, which I guess as an Emmett, it is a ballsy move to come and park where we've parked in public. But, you know, why not? Be bold.
It's time to get our bed made up and Alex can start cooking us some grub.
Excited to test out the kitchen and the all powers and the lifesaver. This is going to be an interesting thing, I think. But let's get the boot open, let's get dinner on while Jess sets up our bedroom for the night. I will also point out, it's about, what would you say, 9 degrees? It feels like single figures. It's chilly.
But it's all groovy because we have bought our sleeping bags that we took to the Arctic, which are rated down to -18. So we're going to cover all bases tonight, and if it gets chilly, we'll probably be sweating anyway.
Yeah, so worst case, what's going to happen is sleeping bag on, sleeping bag off, sleeping bag on, sleeping bag off, and that's going to be our night. But it's a test night, and that's what it's for.
So I had the mattress out to give it a wash, and we've just squeezed it back in. So we're absolutely exhausted. That was such hard work.
That was square peg in a round hole, was that? Jesus.
I don't recommend washing your mattress cover. Just leave it as it is. It'll be fine. So everything is set up. We have got our sleeping bags and pillows, and I've got a little window where I can watch MasterChef cooking us some dinner.
Yes.
Although I've just remembered that I've actually got a pasty left over from lunch that I didn't eat, so I think I'm gonna have that for dinner. Save Alex some pressure and he can just cook himself some dinner.
Oh, meal for one, I see how it is.
Anyway, I've got something to tell you about this pasty. It's very special and I'll explain all in a little bit. I'll pass you over to Master Chef
Solo
down
chef.
there, Master Solo Chef, and he'll show you what he's going to cook himself for dinner.
Oh yeah, thanks. So for dinner, the plan is we're going to do pasta, and what else did you pack?
Well, funny story. I couldn't find pasta sauce, but I found pizza sauce. So he's got some pizza sauce that I thought he could do with it.
Oh God help me.
But you've also got some pesto as well, so you've got a couple of options. Or you could be really out there and mix them.
Oh, I got cheese.
Yeah?
Have I?
Yeah, I'm not an animal.
Not an animal. She sat there with a bloody pasty. Right, let's get on with this. So, you all remember the all powers that we started with? Well, tonight we've got it connected into the hob, and for the first time we're going to be testing this out. So we'll see how good it is at getting water to the boil on our hob, which is in here, and we'll see how much power it uses on this. Pump her up. Just for clarity, I have cleaned the bottom of that pan. So you can hear the fans have now kicked in, hopefully. There is a bit of wind tonight. But the hob is now on and we are pulling a solid 1500 watt. Now that says we've got 48 minutes, so we'll see how that goes. Obviously with pasty you've only got to get it to the boil, and then once it goes in you can have it on a low rolling boil, so that'll drop down, but we'll see how much power it takes to cook a standard bowl of pasta. You know, all the important questions answered on this channel. Let's check in with her up above and see what she's doing.
So I finally got the head end window open. I've kept the bug screen in to keep the midges out, but look at that, and it's right next to the head end. But I can imagine us like parked up on Dartmoor or in Scotland. Imagine that in the summer you can wake up in the morning and just open up your little head window. And the view's not brilliant tonight. Well, I mean, it's not horrendous, is it? But the road is right here, but we're on a very quiet road, so it should be okay for tonight. But yeah, I'm looking forward to opening that up in the morning. Have a little bit of fresh air on our faces. Doesn't this actually look quite cosy now, guys? Got our lovely little sleeping bags, pillows, nice comfort from home here. We don't have any of these blow up ones. I usually have 3 pillows, and Alex normally has 4. We're quite luxurious. Probably explains why we have pain on our neck all the time. But tonight we've opted for 2 each, so who knows how we will sleep.
I have a pain in the neck all the time and I know exactly where it comes from, and it isn't the pillows.
Alright, little prince with your 4 pillows.
I'm not sure why you've opened all these windows, because to be honest, once we go to bed we've got to close them up so we're safe, remember? That little zip at the foot end, that'll be what saves us from the murderers.
Idiot.
Okay, so you can probably tell we're losing light pretty rapidly. The pasta is cooking. One issue with induction is if you're not completely flat, you can see it walk across the hob. Didn't think about that. So the pasta is on. It has around 8 minutes left on it. The power bank's down at 77%. I will say the water's very cold. Outside is very cold, even though I'm in a t-shirt. It is.
And you've got
chilly.
a breeze.
And I've got a breeze, which is really not helping with the water.
Maybe we could do with like a windshield screen that comes out here to shield your pot.
I guess one thing to think about here is that's down to 76%. I now have 7 minutes left on the pasta. I reckon this will be down at probably 70 or 65%. So ultimately you still have what, 2 to 3 days off grid?
Yeah.
And that's with no power input. So obviously we have the 12 volt charger from the car charging it, and then we also have the 200 watt solar panel which charges it pretty quickly because they seem to be pretty efficient.
Yeah.
So if you're parked up or you're on a campsite, obviously roof tents in the UK generally are reserved for campsites. We're fortunate that we know a few, and I mean a few, spots that we could try it in. Obviously we wouldn't set up solar panels and whatever else. So yeah, I think we'll be down at 70%, maybe 65. Ultimately it still gives you a couple of days off grid, and that assumes that you're not charging it at all. So
perfect for a weekend away.
Perfect for a weekend away. Now I want my pasta because I'm starving.
And I'm about ready now for my very famous pasty, and I'll tell you guys all about it. So those of you that don't know, you know the debate between cream first or jam first between Devon and Cornwall, that sort of heated debate. There's also the same heated debate in Cornwall between Cornish people, between where is the best place to get an Anson pasty. And I tell you what, we are lucky enough to live near one of the top rated places, and if you are travelling in Cornwall, make sure you stop by Gear Farm, because these are the best pasties you will ever eat.
Look at that goat hunker.
I present to thee the best pasty you'll ever lay your hands on. Now, I'm going to dig in. And don't feel sorry for Alex because he didn't have one, because he had his at lunchtime.
Nearly ready, still waiting for the pasta to boil. Sit rep, we're on 64%. So
The stars might be out in a minute.
they're not far away. Well, about an hour away. But yeah, we're getting there. How'd your pasty? Nice?
Bloody lovely. While I'm sat here eating my pasty watching Alex cook outside, I'm thinking, Van life's okay, but if we were in the van, we'd be sat inside the van, probably with the diesel heater on, and then we'd probably just go to bed, watch Netflix, and go to sleep. And it's something that we missed from when we had the little van before, the Peugeot Expert, is that when you've got a small vehicle that you literally just sleep in, and you do all your cooking outside, you do appreciate the outdoors more, and you really get to have a sense of being outdoors in the fresh air. And if it's cold, then you just put a coat on. Like, it's no big deal. Who needs a diesel heater in their life?
Me, I'm cold.
He's such a prince.
Just try and make coriander.
And for others who you may know it, a colander. Any minute now, my mum is also going to drive past there on the road, and she doesn't know we're camping here. She's going to think, what the hell are these two idiots up to now?
That is going to be quite funny. There's been multiple people that have come past that we've already waved at thinking they would be Jess's mum, and they were not Jess's mum. So there's just two idiots with a roof tent on a Mini stood in a lay-by going,
Oh,
sorry. We must look like right plebs.
Nothing new there.
True.
I'm already seeing a need for a little light attached to the rear of the boot there, the boot lid. That's what you need.
Not
No flat surface.
not flat enough for a light. Oh, there we go.
Yay!
Solid. I am loving my Ujma what's it already, my shelf, and that is pasta and sauce done. All powers is on 62%, and we have pasta and tomato sauce from pizza.
Where's your cheese?
It's in the box. I can't be bothered to get it out.
To be fair, I think it's too cold. The cheese won't melt on it.
No, it won't.
Get it down here before it goes cold.
Solid pasta.
Well, I hope it's not solid.
Honestly, I don't know how to put up with you. It does turn out that the pasta sauce, though, sorry, pizza sauce, isn't just normal sauce, it's spicy pizza sauce. So, it's got a bit of a kick once you've eaten a pasta bowl worth.
It's perfect because it's going to warm you up. So unfortunately, tomorrow we're both working in the morning, though I don't think I need to start until about 11. But Alex starts at 9. If you can hear, Alex isn't having a wee in the background. He's filling up the kettle.
And making a mess of it at the same time. I think that's enough water.
But hopefully in the morning we can take the drone up and show you guys around here, because it is beautiful. And just over the hedge there is a view of the sea. So hopefully it's sunny in the morning and we can show you guys around.
We would have a campfire, but there's wind blowing across that way and there's a lot of like shrubby bush stuff behind us, and we haven't had that much rain recently, to be fair. So with the wind I'm just a little bit cautious. The other thing as well is we have quite a lot of gorse around here. Cornwall gets it pretty much everywhere, but here we have quite a lot, and I don't fancy having to call the fire brigade because we decided to have a campfire. I can't see that going down too well. I also don't really want them mocking when they arrive and we're parked essentially in a grassy lay-by with a Mini with a roof tent on the top. So yeah, no fire tonight unfortunately, even though we did bring everything.
We did bring everything, but it's better to play it safe, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Got to be smart sometimes. I know I don't do it very often, but sometimes you do have to do it.
Also, puck lights are brilliant because you can just chuck them in the tent as you're getting in. I can see what I'm doing. Do you know what they are? I can't do it. A brilliant bit of kit for the roof tent. Come into my humble abode.
I'm coming in slowly.
For reference, everybody, we both haven't actually got into this yet.
Velcro.
Scared me with that noise. So if it all collapses, you might be going back home.
Oh, imagine the video though. we've already been brainstorming names for this video.
2 fatties in a tent,
Yeah.
I suggested.
It's already got interesting. It's the fact that you're just hovering over mid-air is what makes it so strange. Okay, night.
Night.
We are now in bed. She's behind me. And we are ready to go to sleep for the first time in our roof tent. And so far, I must say, it feels fairly comfortable.
I tell you what, it's much roomier in here than I thought. I thought we'd be like, you know, jostling for some space, but he's got his space, I've got mine. It's very nice.
Well, we're going to turn in for the night and we'll catch you guys in the morning, where I imagine we'll wake up from a blissful night's sleep. Good morning. So, we got through the night. It was not the most amazing night's sleep, I have to say. I think we need a bit of a better mattress in there, or we're just not as young as we once were, because honestly my back is in bits. Jess's back is in bits. However, I do quite like the whole car camping tent thing. It's much more spacious than I thought it would be once you got 2 of you in there. At no point in the night did I think, oh, I wish you'd move over a bit or anything like that. And I would normally at home. It's worth mentioning, I think this one is 140 wide by 2.4 metres long, I think. 1.2, yeah, so it's quite a big tent. The only thing that's a little bit annoying is in the night, that flaps against the roof. Now, I might be able to tighten it down on that little thing there. That looks like it's actually been repaired before, and that might be why it's flapping so much. But yeah, other than that, it was a relatively nice evening, to be fair. Nice sunrise coming on behind. But it's time to get some coffee on, I think. And we'll shove the drone up and show you around. Right, one thing I reckon I owe you guys an explanation for is, you may have seen in some of the footage, the wheels are gone. Now, they're not gone, they are gone for the purposes of the short term. Now what I mean by that is, Jess had to take the car to work, and to be honest, the rear's just scrubbed way too much. The suspension on these cars sags anyway on the rear. With nothing in it, you can actually make it hit the bump stops. There's no people in it, boot empty, half tank of fuel. You can come down our road and honestly, you can hit the bump stops on the back. I have no idea why they're so soft. It's all brand new. We assumed it was to do with saggy springs and knackered shocks. They're all OEM parts and they're just shit. So yeah, don't know what BMW are doing there. But we've ordered a 30mm CNC lift block from a company in France. I'll put their details in the description, because for a CNC'd piece of, I would assume billet steel, it was so cheap to buy them. So I'll put the link for that in the description below, because I think a lot of people, if you were trying to do it, they make them for so many cars, it's not just minis. So yeah, I think people would benefit from that. But no, first night, very successful. Kitchen works a treat. 2 things were missing. 1, fridge. 2, bin. We have nowhere to put the bin. Not something I'd thought about, and something we forgot about in the big van as well, but we managed to work around that. So we need a bin figuring out. And yeah, other than that, kind of works well. The only other thing I'm tempted to do is in the roof tent is put an air mattress underneath the sleeping pad that's in there, because I think that would make it far more comfortable. And once you let the air out, you'd be able to leave it in there and then fold up the roof tent. Now, there's some things that also need repairing. As I've been stood here drinking coffee, I'll spin you around. You can see that has a safety pin in. And this sheet was flapping around all night. If you come around this side, there's just nothing there. It's torn off. So I think that needs to be repaired at some point. I mean, there is these here. So on both sides, you can tie it down, which I wish I'd have done in hindsight, because the wind's been coming across that way all night. So yeah, first successful night done.
Good morning, everybody. I am alive this morning, all is well. Didn't have the best night's sleep, but to be fair, I think it's just the mattress. And if we had a thicker mattress, it would have been fine, because there's plenty of room up there. We're all snuggled up in our sleeping bags. But yeah, we both woke up at 2:30, and then I didn't get back to sleep till gone 4:30, because I heard my mum go off to work in the morning, and I thought, it's 4 o'clock. So that was nice. But yeah, to be honest, just need a thicker mattress, because genuinely, especially in summertime, I really like the setup of how you literally just sleep inside and everything else you do outside, because you do definitely get more of a sense of being out in nature. So I think it's a goer if we can sort the mattress out. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and click the bell button so you know when we post our videos. We'll catch you next week. Do you know what they are? I can't do it. My guy is so brilliant. A brilliant bit of kit for the roof tent.
Update. It is currently 2:30. We've both been woken up by the fact that you have to put little rods in the side which holds the flaps out, sort of like window covers, I guess. Well, we hadn't done the head end, so we've been constantly kept awake all night by this flap in the breeze. So we've both just woken up and gone, right, we need to sort this out now. So yeah, interesting night so far. We're going to go back to sleep, and I'll speak to you guys in the morning.